Good morning, students. Welcome to our class, Environmental Science. In the previous classes, we have discussed the reproduction in the plants. Now, we are going to discuss another important topic about the animals and plants. So in this lesson we are going to discuss about where these plants and animals are live, where and how they are living. Okay, all the plants and animals are specialized to live in a particular place where they are living. Okay, so all the plants and animals are specialized to adjust themselves to a particular place where they are living. In this lesson, we mainly discuss about the animals, where they are living and how they are living. Think about the animals that present around us. There are a variety of plant and animal kingdom is there around us. Different types of animals are there. You know many of them. Dogs, horses, cats, rats, bulls, lions, tigers, wild animals, fishes, all these animals. All these animals are specialized to live in their particular place. Do you understand that? For example, if we take an example of a fish. So, if you take an example of fish, the fish lives only in water. If we take the fish out of the water, it can't survive. It can live only in the water. So, we also, as a higher developed animals, humans also live on earth. We can't live in the water. If you take an example of wild animals, tigers, lions, okay, giraffes, zebras, all these animals also live in their particular places, okay, that is forest. If they come out from the places because of threat from the humans, whatever it is from the humans or other surroundings, climatical conditions, they can't survive in our places. So they live in the wildlife only. On the basic of where they are living particularly, the place is called habitat. Habitat. Now in this lesson we are going to discuss where the animals are living. The where an animal is living is called habitat. And what are the benefits that the animal have to live in that particular situation? Those are adaptations. So, our topic is habitat and adaptation in animals. What is a habitat? An area or place where an animal is living is called habitat. Once again, an area or place generally where an animal is live. It is living. It is called habitat. So from this habitat, all the animals get an area or a place where generally an organism lives. It's called habitat. So, an area or a place where generally an organism lives is called habitat. So, the habitat provides air, water, food and shelter. So, the main benefits that the animal get from its habitat: air, water, food and shelter. The habitat provides to that animal. Because of that conditions, what they are getting from the surroundings, those animals are particularly have the bond with that places. So the place where an animal can get all these materials, all these useful substances, it is called habitat. There are different types of animals are there, and they have the different types of habitats. So in our lesson we are going to discuss about different types of habitats. The first one is forests. Forest is a habitat where we can see a variety of flora and fauna. Flora means plants, fauna means animals. So a variety of plants and animals are present in the forest. So forest is actually a large area with wide growth of the plants. Okay? So forest is a large area with wide growing of plants. Wide growing of plants and a number of animals are present in the forest. So in the forest, I will explain some of the animals, the insects. Some of the insects like butterflies, cockroaches, bugs, beetles. These are the insects that mostly found on the floor of the forest. Okay, what are those? Ants, bugs, beetles and butterflies or grasshoppers. Okay, ants, bugs, beetles, grasshopper. So these are some of the examples of insects which mostly found on the floor of the forest. And another one is other type of birds. For example, the animals like monkeys. Okay, animals like monkeys, snakes, leopards. That type of animals lives on the trees. What are those? Birds, snakes, lizards, leopards. Okay, these are the examples. Squirrels, birds, monkeys, leopards, squirrels. So these are some of the examples that live on the trees. These animals. And other animals like what are those? Earthworms, rabbits and mongoose. These animals live in the underground. Okay, these are the different types of animals that lives in the forest. And lions and tigers also present in the forest. They live in the caves. So the forest is generally a large area with wide variety of plants and animals. Insects like ants, bugs, beetles and grasshoppers that found mostly on the floor of the forest. Next, birds, monkeys, leopards, squirrels. Okay, these type of animals are found on the trees. And lions, tigers, they live in the caves. We know very good. And other animals like earthworm, rabbit and mongoose, they live in the underground. Okay, on the basis of where an animal is live, it's divided into two types of animals. Aerial animals, arboreal animals. Okay, aerial and arboreal. On the basis of living of an animal, they are categorized into two types, animal and arboreal. Aerial and arboreal. What are aerial animals? The animals are the organisms which can spend most of their life in the air. In the air is called aerial animals. For example, birds. Okay, some of the organisms can spend their life, most of their life in the air. Aerial animals. Then arboreal animals, most of the organisms can spend their lives on the trees. For example, spider monkeys, leopards, squirrels, chameleons. These are the examples for arboreal animals. They live on trees. They live on trees. Snakes, chameleon, squirrels, okay, monkeys. These are the examples for arboreal animals. This is about forest habitat. Okay, so remind this: habitat. Habitat, an area or place where generally an animal or organism lives, is called habitat. From this habitat, the organism gets its all benefits: air, water, food, and shelter. Okay, so different types of habitats are there, and different types of animals are present in the habitats. We have discussed about the forest. Forest as a habitat. Now I am going to explain about another habitat, that is desert. So we discussed for desert as a forest as a ecosystem habitat, and I am going to explain about desert as a habitat. So deserts. So deserts are dry areas. Deserts are dry areas which gets less amount of rainfall or no rainfall in that areas. Often, most of the days during the daytime, so it is too hot, and night times it is cold. In the desert, daytime it is too hot, and night times it is cold. So deserts are dry areas. Desert is a dry habitat. Oh, okay, which would get very little amount of rainfall, or sometimes it may not have the rainfall. So more often, most of the day it is hot and night is cold. So what are the different types of organisms that we can see in the desert? So the less beneficial features that present in the deserts, like shelter may not there, water is very less in that areas, and any type of vegetables, that means leafy vegetables or the greenery may not appear in the deserts. Because of that, very little amount of animals, very little animal kingdom is present in the desert. Very less amount of organisms are present. For example, desert rats. What are the animals that present here? Desert rats. So camels. Desert rats, camel, and snakes. So this snake also sidewinder snake. Okay, sidewinder snake. Okay, rats, camel, and snakes. Very little amount of, very little animals are, very little percentage of animals are living in the deserts, because it is a dry area. It could not get any type of rain. When compared with our surrounding, the deserts gets very less amount of rainfall. So, okay, because of that, it is a dry area. Very little amount of organisms are living here. Okay, now I am going to explain another type of habitat, that is mountain or polar. So mountain or polar regions. The mountain and polar regions. The top mountain and polar regions are covered with snow. Manchu. So these regions are covered with snow entire the year, throughout the year. Strong chilly winds are blowing in these areas throughout the year. Strong chilly winds, very breeze, cool and breeze winds are blowing in these areas. Because of that, all the water that present on the areas, polar regions, is converted into ice. It is submerged into ice. So less amount of organisms are present in this place. mountain or polar regions. In the mountains, you can see the yak. Okay, in polar regions, you can see the polar bear. Okay, these are the organisms that lives in this mountain and polar regions. Once again, the mountain and polar regions are covered by snow. They are covered by snow throughout the year, and very chilly. Okay, strong chilly winds are blowing throughout the year. On the base of it, very less amount of organisms are present here. That is, in the mountains we can see the yak, and polar regions we can see the bear. Now I am going to explain another important habitat is water. Water is a habitat. So water is a habitat. The water habitat is divided into two types. One is salt water. Salt water habitat and fresh water habitat. So salt water habitats examples are ocean and seas. So if you take the examples of ocean and seas are the largest salt water habitats on the land. The largest salt water habitats on the land is ocean and seas. Ocean and seas. Here different types of animals are present. For example, crabs, fishes, seals, whales, octopus, jellyfish. Different types of organisms are present. Once again, salt waters. Examples, ocean and seas are the largest salt water habitat on the land. Okay, so these are contains different types of wide variety of organisms like crabs, fishes, seals, whales, octopus and jellyfishes. And freshwater habitats. What are the freshwater habitats? River, lakes, rivers and ponds. So rivers, lakes and ponds are the freshwater habitats on the land. These habitats also contain a wide variety of fishes. Along with that, animals like hippopotamus and alligator.